Rocking out my fro with my fist comb.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Bros Talk Football. This is our Week 8 episode, and we're going to go over all of our scores, highlights, letdowns, big surprises, and kind of give you a little bit of kind of secret waiver wire pickups and stardom sit-ems for this upcoming week. So we're glad to have you back. My name is Andre. Squad is House Bartel. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Drake Adams. Unfortunately, I have been losing non-stop. I got like that losing bug. I think stepping into the ring with someone like the People's team might have kind of had me catch something. But I think I'm on like a 4-game losing skid. Went up against the Viking chick in our league. She's like the baddest female squad in the whole league. She's the only female squad, and she's beating all those boys. So
what?
She has a really strong squad.
She beat me?
Yeah, because you guys didn't play yet.
Yeah, we did.
No, I don't remember that.
I beat her.
I don't remember them playing.
You didn't
but
play her.
She scored like 150,
her.
60 points or something.
I scored 175.
Arian Foster went off on me. Like Andrew Luck went off. Everybody. It was just like another rough week, and injuries keep hitting me. But gotta pick up the pieces. So I'll kind of give you some more insight on who I'm going to look to pick up for this week. We'll go over to John over here.
What's up, y'all? John, Make It Wayne is my team name. JV Trey on Twitter, DC Buckethead on Instagram. I gotta win. I outscored Vikings. I outscored the whole league. I had 175 points. All my guys blew up. Manuel Sanders with 3 touchdowns. Ronnie Hillman had a really solid game. I had Phillip Rivers at the quarterback, even though I said I wasn't going to start him, but I started him, and he did outscore Matt Ryan. Did big things for me.
So how are you liking that? Just to interject right there. So you think are you gonna keep starting Rivers over Matt Ryan?
Absolutely. Rivers is gonna get the nod. He's playing on an MVP level. He doesn't turn the ball over that much. They have a good team. San Diego's a team to be reckoned with. Denver, we were able to handle them, but they still move the ball and they still score 21 points on us. It's not like a cakewalk.
What's crazy is like San Diego doesn't really have like off the paper like they have Keenan Allen, pretty good. Malcolm Floyd, pretty good. Antonio Gates, gonna be a Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? But
at the end of his career, like
so
towards
it just
the
seems
end.
like Phillip Rivers is that engine that's
I love trains.
making that
Exactly.
San Diego
Definitely
Chargers
MVP,
run, yeah.
and in contrast, which is also funny, to Matt Ryan, who has his core is Julio Jones,
Roddy
White. So you're thinking, and Harry Douglas, who's also very, very talented.
Yeah.
So he should be putting up
Steven Jackson.
There you go. One brand new Steven Jackson jersey.
loads of big scoring games,
Absolutely.
high points and numbers, but yet it's Rivers who got your start and also is earning that start because he's performing.
He's killing.
Probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Absolutely. He may not put up the highest numbers like Andrew Luck or as many touchdowns as Aaron Rodgers. Well, not but he's just consistently 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He just does it big.
Can't beat that with a baseball bat.
You can't.
Can't beat it. How's the running back crew then?
My running back crew is pretty solid. I have Hillman, Bradshaw, and Lacey. Lacey had a really solid game for me too. Sammy Watkins got another start over Vincent Jackson.
And this is someone that you really like Watkins, right?
I love Watkins.
Go over that with us.
So just watching a little bit of him in Clemson and then somewhat the preseason, he gets a lot of separation off the line. Okay. He's a big dude. He's quick. He has dreads.
Yeah.
Little way! You're talking about little way! That's funny.
And but he's strong, so he's he's a rookie. He's the real deal.
Yeah.
He's the real deal. So I've been high on him. I think he's a wide receiver of the future. Kyle Orton, a quarterback that's more of a pocket passer versus an EJ Manuel who's kind of create and do my thing.
Right.
Kind of wing it sometimes. So Watkins gets a ton of targets. And he wins the one-on-one matchup.
Something I've also noticed, Robert Woods is also kind of benefiting from this Kyle Orton switch out.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I mean, maybe the Buffalo Bills are an offense that are really kind of picking up steam. I know a couple weeks ago I was dubbed Mr. Brown because I was liking all the Brown players.
Mr. Brown, that's a little too close to Mr. Shit.
Jordan Cameron, Ben Tate, Hoyer. Worked out a little bit. 1 week they all blew up and it was awesome. A couple weeks they've been struggling. So we'll see if I stay Mr. Brown, but maybe the Bills are the new offense to...
No one circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills.
I mean, I know a lot of people, when they heard Kyle Orton was going to take over the starting position, they were like, oh man, he's a scrub.
A scrub is a guy that thinks he's fine, is also known as a buster.
Kyle Orton's not a scrub. He can definitely throw the ball, and he has a couple of weapons. Robert Woods, Sammy Watkins. But Sammy Watkins did have a moment, where he showboated a little bit. Ended up losing a touchdown, but he still had a really good game.
He's still killing it. But,
and then Orton, it looked like his career was going to be ruined by a horrible franchise like the Denver Broncos. Luckily, he got out of that situation.
That was a horrible coach, who he fired because he drafted Tebow. Let me tell you. That's what happened there. Even with Orton and Marshall had huge seasons with Denver. He had 22 catches in one game and like 2. All right, we're gonna miss that point.
Could you imagine if Marshall was still with the Broncos with Peyton?
All right, so all my guys blew up. Broncos. I did start Indianapolis defense though. Which only got me 2 points, but...
So you got the win, you're looking like you're probably in first place, correct?
I am in first place. Wait, before I continue, the guy I played traded DeMarco Murray. What an idiot.
But I don't think that would help. I think you still beat him by 50 points?
Oh, I still beat him by 40 points. But nonetheless...
Who did he trade him to, though?
He traded him to...
Something smells something. Are we smelling?
You know what? It doesn't matter who we traded him to because I don't have to play DeMarco Murray in the playoffs now.
I think. Yes. What's that smell?
What the Rock is cooking.
What is that smell?
Smells like the People's team made another trade. I think I'm on a roll on making trades.
He trades the same guy.
This has got to be the first time in any fantasy football league where the same two teams made 3 separate trades.
Yeah, I mean this guy's on a roll.
He traded
4-game winning streak. He's really odd, like the way he makes his moves, but he's on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah,
he did run into
He ran into a buzzsaw.
I've got Jack Johnson and Tom O'Leary waiting for you right here.
He ran into John and ended up getting another loss, but he's really eccentric with his moves. He traded me Tony Romo, DeMarco Murray. I mean, I got Marcus Colston back. So it's really weird, and it ended up for the People's team to finally, the People's team got the first win this week. Come on, guys. So the People's team, we put our first scratch on the board. We're at first W, so we're 1-7.
Starts with 1.
It starts with 1. I'm definitely going to be making the playoffs now.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Well, I did trade for Tony Romo, which, we just saw him. He had a scare. He injured his back, I think, in the 3rd quarter. He came back. He still played like butt, but it is Tony Romo. Hopefully, he'll bounce back. I did have DeMarco Murray, who, in my opinion, had a subpar game. Gave me 20-25 points. He didn't score a touchdown.
He did score, but he had a lot of yards.
133
he could
rushing yards.
Break the rushing
and
record
80
this
receptions.
year.
The guy murdered.
Did
He had
well.
a great game.
Hey,
It takes a
I need
lot.
to win big.
It takes a lot to impress the People's team.
You started Miami defense. They gave you 30 points.
Yeah, so Miami defense. I think defense is this season. If you have a really good defense, and if they give you something more than 6 points, you look like you had a
Probably
really
gonna
good.
win.
Yeah, probably gonna win.
And then also, likewise, I'm not sure how every league is set up. I've been seeing a lot of negative points for defenses, which can hurt a lot. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're ever in the situation where you just have your defense to go and you're winning, and they have no one left,
it's not a safe bet.
It's smarter just to sit them because there's a lot of defenses getting -2, -3 points, and that can cost a team a loss. And who wants to lose having their defense be the cost of that?
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I mean, as far as my team, Miami defense, as my bros were talking about, gave me 28 points, which was really good. Mohamed Sanu, who would have thunk He's going to have a good season. You know, it is in the absence of AJ Green. You know, hopefully he's still not clipping those toenails and, you know, keeping them off the field because them feet stink. And he's, you know, giving Mohamed Sanu another 20-point game.
There you go.
So, you know, I'm definitely reaping the benefits of AJ Green, you know, being injured. We do want to see him back on the field because AJ Green is an awesome player. But yeah, I mean, Jason Witten scored for me. You know, he has been kind of ghost for a minute, so he had a really good game today. So all in all, you know, with the combination of new acquired acquisitions. Thank you. And you know, some good playing from Jason Witten, Mohamed Sanu. Peter's team pulled out their first win.
We still had Murray now, LaShawn McCoy, Tony Romo, Brandon Marshall. Your team sounds pretty stacked. Sounds
I don't even know who Brandon Marshall is.
One-win team.
Train to me.
But yeah, I mean, if we're gonna keep track as far as like, you know, the trade that I did do for Demaryius Thomas and LaShawn McCoy, looks like Demaryius Thomas is the one that's still benefiting. Like I know he's been scoring, I think, double-digit points ever since I traded. I don't think he just wanted to play for the people's team. And guess what? We don't want you to play for us.
Any free agent that would be afraid to play with Kobe Bryant is probably a loser, and I'm glad they wouldn't come to the team.
You're a loser.
So
1-7.
So Brandon Marshall.
Leave Demaryius Thomas.
We like
alone.
Brandon Marshall, so we won't. But that being said, you know, squad's getting better.
Yes.
Team's on the rise. You know, like
Hopefully.
you had a rough start, but you built things with a lot of trades. John hasn't really been able to get some trades to fall through.
Never.
But you know what I mean? Apparently you don't need trades because your squad's in first place, so that's always good. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
It's true.
But if it is broke, then you may want to fix it with some waiver wire pickups. We're going to talk about a couple people that we do like. One person that I saw, and I'm going to mention him because I had him at the start of the year, was Mark Ingram. He had a really good, I think week 1 and 2, he started off really well.
And then better running back.
Yeah, and then he went and got hurt really quickly, was out for a month. We saw him come back this week and had a really strong 120-yard rushing game.
No, it was 160. It's like 160 or 170 rushing yards and a touchdown.
Really? Oh, maybe I turned it off right then. I saw it like 120. But
he blew up.
Yeah, like last I looked, I think there was just one more drive left, so maybe he got more. But either way, he did really well. I guess it amounts to that. So that's someone, if people have been sleeping on him and didn't realize that he was back, you may want to go ahead and try to scoop him up. Like if you want to mention someone.
As far as quarterbacks, Carson Palmer is solid. Kyle Orton had a really good game. Roethlisberger is a free agent in one of my other leagues. So, I mean, it's always good to have a solid quarterback that you could kind of count on.
Okay.
Doug Baldwin, and I can't pronounce his name, Kearse from Seattle. Wilson's going to throw it to someone.
Yeah.
So there's some. I picked up Percy Harvin off the free agent list. I mean, he's not like it's a good thing,
Right. I mean,
but he's a talent. He's a talent.
They're definitely going to work out some chemistry.
They really don't have anyone to get him the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Geno Smith.
I don't think they even have a quarterback. I think they should pick up one of those quarterbacks from the waiver wire.
Percy Harvin could probably play the quarterback there. Ace, who are you liking as far as
you know, banking off the two great performances of Ben Roethlisberger and Tom Brady this week, there are a couple of wide receivers that I saw that really benefited from them. I know Dre has been talking about Brandon LaFell from the New England Patriots, and he really had a good game. You know, he's been quiet one week and then he blows up another week.
Yeah,
you know, Brady's definitely going to spread the ball. LaFell, he's a veteran. He's going to find his way, and he finds a touchdown, and he always finds the end zone. So Brandon LaFell is one person that I really want you guys to look at.
Okay.
He might be available in some leagues. I know he's not available in our league because Mr. House Martell has him.
This guy.
And he's on a 4-game losing streak.
And another wide receiver from Ben Roethlisberger is, I don't know how to pronounce his first name, Marcavis Bryant.
Number 10.
Number 10 from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Once again, another spread offense. He's going to definitely throw it to Antonio Brown, but defenses are going to play against Antonio Brown, so he has to throw it to somebody else. I thought Marcus Wheaton was going to be really good, but looks like Bryant's looked like he might be a number 2 wide receiver.
Wheaton's kind of disappeared a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. So Bryant is somebody I would definitely take a look at. Wheaton's still available too, but I would definitely put my money on Bryant to be the number 2 wide receiver in that team.
Okay. So it seems like there's still a couple players out there, probably still on waiver wires. I mean, we're still seeing more injuries. happen to players. So, keep on, scouring the wires. If you ever have any questions or thoughts or comments, always feel free to place them in the box below. We want to, hear what you guys have to think, or if you guys need any help, because this guy's in first place. So we definitely have. Place. Yeah. So we have a good, and then I'm right in the middle. Someone on the hair there, this guy. So we, cover all the bases. And somewhere you're, bound to find something that's going to stick and get you some victories. So we thank you for watching. As always, like and subscribe. And we will see you next week, hopefully with another win from the People's Team.
Let's go.
Peace.
Yossi, look at me. Look at me.
Don't do intense right now, my man.
Okay. Just gonna say one more.
I wouldn't, though, is what I'm saying.
I promise it's going to be okay. I mean, like I'd like to take off your dress and put my penis inside of you. Like, I'd like to really get all up in that shit.
All right.
I didn't know, like, in her vagina, though, I'm saying.
I know, but you can't say
Appreciate
that.
it.